Mark, be honest. How long were you on hold last time you tried to ring your GP surgery?
I'd rather not say.
Was it the 20 minutes of hold music, or was it the please ring back during opening hours message?
Both. First the hold, then the message. I gave up after that.
Welcome to Cozy English. I'm Anna.
And I'm Mark, and yes, booking a doctor's appointment is one of those things that sounds straightforward until you're actually doing it.
Today we're doing something very practical. We're going to walk through exactly what happens on these calls, what the receptionist will ask, what you need to say, and how to handle the tricky situations. And we're going to do it through role play.
So instead of just explaining phrases, you'll hear them in a real conversation, which is honestly the best way to actually absorb this kind of language.
If you're around intermediate level or above, this one is going to be genuinely useful, especially if you've ever felt a bit lost on a call like this and weren't quite sure what to say next.
And that happens. Even in your first language, ringing the surgery can feel a bit stressful. In English, particularly British English, which has its own layer of polite indirectness, there's quite a lot to navigate.
So a bit of context before we get started. In the UK, if you need to see a doctor for something that isn't an emergency, you ring your local GP surgery. GP stands for General Practitioner, your regular local doctor.
You're registered at a specific surgery, usually near where you live, and you ring them to book a slot. If it's urgent, but not life-threatening, there's also 111, the NHS non-emergency helpline. And if it's a genuine emergency, A&E.
A&E, accident and emergency, like what Americans call the ER.
Worth having all of that in your head before we get into the calls. Right, shall we just go?
Let's do it. Okay, I'll be the receptionist. Mark, you're a patient who's registered with the surgery and you're ringing to book a new appointment.
Ready.
Good morning, Westbridge Surgery. How can I help?
Oh, good morning, yes. I'd like to make an appointment, please.
Of course. Are you registered with us?
I am, yes.
Can I take your name and date of birth?
Yes, Mark Lawson. Date of birth, 15th of March, 1989.
Thank you. And what would you like to see the doctor about?
I've had a persistent headache for about a week now. It's not going away on its own.
Okay. Is there a particular day or time that works best for you?
Mornings are generally better for me, if that's possible.
I have a slot on Thursday morning at 9:10. Would that work?
Thursday at 9:10? Yes, that should be fine.
Lovely. You're booked in. You'll get a text reminder the day before. Is the number we have on file the best one to reach you on?
Yes, that's right.
Perfect. See you Thursday. Take care.
Thank you so much. Cheers, bye.
Right, a few things to pick out from that.
The very first question, are you registered with us? That matters. You can't just ring any surgery and book. You have to be registered there. If you've just moved to a new area, you'd need to register first.
You're booked in, that's what you want to hear. Very British, very final. Means you're confirmed and sorted.
And a slot. Not a time or a gap, a slot. That's the word you'll hear in almost every single call. We've got a slot on Thursday. The next available slot is Friday. It comes up constantly.
And the reason for the appointment, keep it short. I've had a headache for a week. I've been coughing. I need a follow-up from last month. The receptionist just needs a rough idea of what it's about. They're not diagnosing you over the phone.
And if your first choice of time isn't available, don't worry. You can just say, that doesn't quite work for me. Do you have anything else? They'll offer alternatives.
Okay, ready for a trickier one, because this one catches a lot of people out.
I'll be the receptionist this time. Anna, you're ringing because you've been unwell for a few days and you'd like to be seen as soon as possible. But the surgery is very busy.
And I'm going to be a bit stressed about it, because I genuinely feel awful.
Right, off we go.
Morning. Yes, I need to make an appointment. I've been coughing non-stop for 3 days and I'm starting to feel really quite rough.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can I take your name and date of birth first?
Anna Hollis, 23rd of July, 1990.
Thank you. I'm afraid we're fully booked today and tomorrow. The next slot I have is Friday at 2:30.
Friday. That's 3 days away. Is there any way of getting something a bit sooner? I'm genuinely not doing well.
I do understand. What I can do is put you on our cancellation list. If a slot opens up before Friday, we'll ring you straight away.
Oh, yes please, that'd be brilliant. And in the meantime, should I be doing anything else?
If your symptoms get worse, high temperature, difficulty breathing, anything that worries you, do call 111 or head to A&E. But if you feel you can manage for now, the cancellation list is probably your best bet for something earlier.
That makes sense. I'll take the Friday slot as well, just in case nothing comes up sooner.
Of course, you're all set. We'll be in touch if anything opens up before then.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Not at all. Take care.
Right, the cancellation list. Genuinely useful, and a lot of people don't think to ask for it.
Most surgeries have one. They just don't advertise it. So if you're waiting too long, ask. Could you put me on the cancellation list? That's all you need to say.
And that phrase, I'm afraid we're fully booked, the I'm afraid at the start, isn't about fear, it's a softener. It's the polite British way of introducing bad news.
You'll hear it everywhere. I'm afraid the doctor's running late. I'm afraid we can't fit you in. That kind of thing. It's just their way of easing into the bad news. Same as, I'm sorry to say. Just more British about it.
And I'm genuinely not doing well. Good one to have. Not dramatic, not overstating it, but it gets the message across that you need to be seen.
Oh, and not at all. When Anna thanked her at the end and she said, not at all. That's just what British people say. Means don't mention it. Very common.
Okay, one more scenario. What if you've already got an appointment but you need to move it?
I'll be the patient. Anna, I've got an appointment on Monday, but something's come up.
Right, I'm the receptionist. Go ahead.
Oh, good afternoon. I have an appointment on Monday the 9th, but I'm afraid something's come up and I won't be able to make it. Would it be possible to rearrange?
Of course. Can I confirm your name and date of birth?
Mark Lawson, 15th of March, 89.
Thanks. Thanks for that. I'll cancel Monday for you.
The next slot I have is Wednesday at 2:20. Would that suit you? Wednesday at 2:20. Yes, I think that works.
Brilliant. All sorted. If anything changes again, do give us a ring as early as you can. It helps us offer that slot to someone else on the waiting list.
Of course, I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Not at all. Take care. Bye-bye.
Cheers, bye.
Right, something's come up. That's the phrase to reach for when you need to cancel without going into a big explanation. Polite, vague, completely acceptable.
Would it be possible to rearrange? Slightly more formal than just, can I change it? But it goes down better on a phone call. It feels respectful of their time.
And give us a ring, that's just call us in everyday British English. You'll hear it all the time.
And the other thing, the receptionist mentioned giving notice early so the slot could go to someone else on the waiting list. It's worth doing. It's just the polite thing.
And a small thing, confirming back the time. When she said 2:20, I repeated it back. It's really worth doing. It shows you've heard correctly and it catches any mix-up before it happens.
Receptionists like it when you do that. It just makes everything smoother.
All right, let's talk about what you actually need before you pick up the phone. What's on your list?
Your name and date of birth, always. That's the first thing they'll ask, almost every single time.
A short reason for the appointment. Don't overthink it. One sentence. I've had a sore throat for 5 days. I need to discuss my test results. I need a prescription renewed. That's enough.
A couple of time preferences. Mornings work best for me. I'm free any afternoon. Don't be too rigid though. If you only want one very specific slot, you might be waiting a while.
And if you're booking for someone else, a partner or a family member, the surgery may ask to speak with them briefly. Just a privacy thing. They want to make sure the person's happy for you to book on their behalf.
It's a quick thing. They might just say, could they hop on the phone for a second? The other person says yes. That's it. Done.
And if you didn't quite catch something, if they give you a date and it went a bit fast, just say, sorry, could you say that again? Or, sorry, did you say Thursday the 9th? No need to feel embarrassed. They deal with all kinds of calls all day.
Honestly, they appreciate it when people check. It avoids any mix-ups later.
One more thing that's genuinely changed my experience. Ringing at 8 in the morning. A lot of GP surgeries release their same-day slots when the phones open, which is usually 8 a.m. If you need something urgent, that's the time to ring.
8 on the dot. It sounds extreme, but it works. I've learnt this lesson the slow and painful way.
You mentioned earlier you gave up after the hold music and the message. Did you ever actually get that appointment?
I did, eventually. 3rd attempt. And then I found out about the 8 a.m. thing, and my whole relationship with ringing the surgery changed overnight.
It really does change everything. Right, so if you're heading into one of these calls, I'd like to make an appointment, please. Could you put me on the cancellation list? Something's come up. Would it be possible to rearrange? Those 3 will get you through almost anything.
And 111 for urgent medical advice, A&E for emergencies.
If you've got a call like this coming up, you're far more prepared than you were 20 minutes ago. You know the phrases and you know what to expect.
And even if it doesn't go perfectly, it never goes as badly as you think it will.
Thanks so much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Take care, everyone. Cheers.